Love and peace. Yes, so I just had a lot take place before the beginning of this video. So I'm out in nature. Hopefully you enjoy the beautiful view of the water that is being shown right now to you. This is my view while I do this reading today. So before I clicked record, there was a strong gust of wind that knocked the camera down, and I was shuffling the cards and it blew cars away that I had to go and chase, which was pretty cool, I guess. It was pretty cool. And there was a total of 7 cards. And I said, okay, well, maybe these should be the cards for the spread. I haven't read them all. I only read one. And one was a card that I missed when I was running to go get the cards I was picking up. As I'm running. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. Right, so I was running to get the cards and I picked them all up and I missed one. I missed one. And when I came back, it is the same card that blew over like a while before I decided to go ahead and like hit record on the video. So I don't know, let's see. I don't know, guys. I don't know if there's a great message. However, that's what I'm picking up, that there is a divine message for us to receive. And I wanted to do this video because I got a new deck and I wanted to introduce you guys to the new deck. I have not done a reading yet for myself or for anyone for that matter. The cards are beautiful. You may or may not be familiar with this deck. It is Love Your Inner Goddess by Alana Fairchild, and the cards are so creatively crafted. So again, the deck is new. Not really familiar with it as of yet. However, I was drawn to it. So we're gonna go ahead and do this reading, and I'm going to lay them out in the order in which I picked them up. And like I said, it's a 7 card. Oh, I got it. Okay, I'm back. Now, I thought this would be a great idea for us to be out in nature and do this reading today because it was really a beautiful day. However, the wind is not cooperating with us at this point. So, you can bear with me. Hopefully, again, you can hear everything clearly. And this is going to be a 7 card spread. A 7 card spread. I'm not going to be able to lay them all down right away, so I'm just going to put them in the order. Okay, and then I will also show you the cards. Okay, so let me check to see if there's a 7 card spread in the book. If not, we'll just read the messages and receive what the messages have for us. And there is not a 7 card spread, so we'll just get right into the messages. Alright, and obviously, you know, this will be a collective message, so you can take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Time is fluid, so there's no time restrictions or time limits on the message. It is for you when you find this recording, when you find this video. Okay, so the first card that came out is card number 6. Damn selfly brings direction. Damn selfly brings direction. So let's see what card number 6 has in store for us. In a reading, you may not see it coming, but a major change within you or in your life is headed your way. You will be able to handle it with more skill and grace than you may have believed possible. Do what it takes to keep yourself feeling positive and happy. More often than not, we all have our ups and downs, but if you are not feeling happy with something in your life, know that you have the power to change it. Even if a radical change would be required to bring you happiness, you've got the power to do it. Have faith. I hope that didn't look a little weird. I moved a little closer because the wind is blowing fiercely. I'm like, I don't understand. It wasn't blowing like this when I first got here. The wind is not letting up. We're gonna try this again. It's quiet now. Okay, so this is number 6. Damn selfly brings direction. In a reading, you may not see it coming, but a major change within you or in your life is headed your way. You will be able to handle it with more skill and grace than you may have believed possible. Do what it takes to keep yourself feeling positive and happy, more often than not. We all have our ups and downs, but if you are not feeling happy with something in your life, know that you have the power to change it. Even if a radical change would be required to bring you happiness, you've got the power to do it. Have faith. And then it has a section for spiritual guidance. Damn Selfly knows how to rise from emotional confusion into clear vision. She is a master of changing direction, even radically, with certainty. She is not afraid of change. She goes through dramatic transformations in her own life, and her spirit medicine helps your soul to embrace a new reality of change too. You are outgrowing the old ways, and you are in a preparation for a new and very different way of living. This is not always comfortable. It can feel a little unfamiliar at first, but it is a wonderful sign that your soul is growing. Damn Selfly comes to you with a message of renewal and the importance of the light. You need the warmth and healing of the light. Oh my God. Fill yourself up with beauty and brightness. Put yourself in positive places and with positive people. Take time to generate light within you through those things that feel healing for you. That can be time with animals or in nature, art, relaxation, music, dance, or meditation. Nurture the light within to help you trust what is happening within you and in your world. You are growing anew and stunning you. Wow. Did you all feel how timely that is? Oh my goodness. That is so timely, especially with everything that's taking place in the world. The transitional shifts. We just came out of Mercury retrograde, which we should have made some adjustments, some shifts. We should have realized some things that required our attention, or we should have seen how we've mastered some things and we've come quite a ways in our growth of self-mastery and self-development. So that card is definitely right on it. Even speaking about the drastic change, like the world itself is going through such a drastic change right now. Things will never go back to the way that they once were. Like, people are like, I can't wait till things go back to normal. No, it's about to be a whole new normal. There's not going to be anything of the old that will be able to hold on. So this is the time of transformation, time of drastic, dramatic change, to let go of the old thought patterns, old habits, old rhythms, old comfort zones. You know, we have to really be willing to put in the work to let all of that go, to experience the renewal that is available to us. Like, how timely is this? And the part about shining your light, the importance of your light, and you need the warmth and healing of the light. Fill yourself up with beauty and brightness. Shine your light. 777-777, representing the new. It's God's number. It represents the new. So we could say the new God's number. And it represents the spiritual, mental, and the physical. The need for us to accept the new on the spiritual level, the mental level, and the physical level. So how timely and divinely placed is it that card flew out, right? All right, so hopefully that card resonated with all those that are viewing. The next card that flew out for us today is card number 24, and this is the Peacock Princess. You see that? Bring it back some. The Peacock Princess. It says, I am enough. Mother, daughter, sister, lover. I am enough. And the I am enough is at the third eye chakra. This card, I think, is going to be power packed for us. It's going to be power packed. In a reading, if you feel impatient for something to happen, or worry that you are not accomplishing all that you want to achieve quickly enough, then take heart. The universe is working with you, not against you. to bring your dreams to life. Even times when not much seems to be happening, you are a part of this creative process, balancing out other times when energy becomes active and intense. What will be most helpful for you in your dreams right now is to rest. During that pleasurable rest, behind the scenes, some spiritual magic is going to be created. Spiritual guidance. Daily life can get us down before we even realize what is happening. Trying to do it all can push us beyond our limits, draining our energy and stealing our joy. One moment we are on top of the world. The next moment we wonder what happened and why we cannot rally our spirit. If we do not learn how to rest, exhaustion, crankiness, and illness eventually force our hand. It takes longer to break down and recover. It is much more painful than it is to learn to rest as a part of our lifestyle. Rest is not only a way to prevent unnecessary suffering, it also has its own value. When we are in a restful, quiet, we can hear our inner voice and guidance of spirit much more clearly. We can feel gratitude and take delight in what brings us pleasure. Rest is part of how we live well. Peacock Princess reminds us that you can see taking rest as an act of love and a way to be a good role model. Don't allow guilt or shame to stop you from taking delight in your downtime. What kind of rest you need will vary. It could be a long nap, painting, listening to music, writing poetry, or practicing meditation. A bath with candles, visiting a temple or church to sit quietly, whether you are religious or not, does not matter. Working in your garden, playing with animals, or going for a walk and being in nature, soaking up her beautiful healing energy. There are many ways to rest. Try some. Find out what you enjoy. Man, if this isn't on time, I'm very sure that many of us can relate to this particular card. Again, because of the time that we're in, a lot of our daily motion, it has been disrupted. We had to come up with a new rhythm, very different from what we had been in before. Some of us may be experiencing different levels of stress, concern. The burden may be getting a little bit heavy because of financially, with everything being shut down, the the opening things up too early has set us back even further than where we should have been or could have been. So financially, things are taking a toll. And then the children are home. Many of us are not accustomed to having our children at home. Many of us are not accustomed to homeschooling. So there's many, many different aspects of what's taking place that places us in a position of where we need to focus on this idea, the healing, and getting rejuvenated, and really recognizing what it is that satisfies our spirit, that feeds and nurtures and nourishes our spirit. For some of us, like some of the examples, it's like being out in nature. It does a lot for some of us, which is why I came out here today, because I'm one of those somebodies. I really gain balance being out in nature, especially being around the water. And I always like to share it with you all when I do come out here. Being out in nature, painting, that's something else that I used to do. I used to go to the sip and paints before everything took place, and it was very relaxing. I used to go by myself, and it was very relaxing and very enjoyable. And I have a lot of artistic paintings that I made, my own hands, these hands, and they're hanging up in my house. So, and listening to music. I listen to music frequently. Every day there's some music playing in my house, whether it be in my earpods or on my speaker. My children are always listening to music. Music is very healing, especially the music from the 60s and the 70s. Any music that is genuinely speaking from the heart chakra is also very beneficial for us as well. So it is very, very important for all of us to take the necessary steps to recognize what it is that we need. We have to be our own self-generator. What is it that we need that will refuel us, that will help balance us, stabilize us, help bring us peace amidst all of this confusion? Because as we can see, there's no peace being offered in the mainstream. The news keeps us in confusion, keeps us operating in a vibration of fear. So we want to be sure that we're doing the necessary things to cause us to take delight in what we do have and what is being experienced, despite what is happening on the mass scale, because we can be a part of the universal shift based upon how we think about what's happening. However, we have to make sure that we put ourselves first in doing the self-care. So Peacock Princess is here to remind us of that. Right, the next card we have is number 15, Hero. Oh, and also, drop a comment below. What do you do? What do you do for your self-care? What do you do to rejuvenate? What do you do to help bring you balance? Do you take a bath with candles? Do you read? Do you paint? Do you take a nap? What is it that you do? We'd love to hear about it. Right, number 3 is card number 15, which is Hero. Be your own hero. Be your own hero. In a reading, believe that you are worthy of an amazing life. You don't need to feel guilty or hold yourself back to make anyone else feel comfortable. You don't need to be timid or uncertain. Worry that you are becoming too much for someone else or asking too much from the universe. Living a great life is not about competition with anyone else. Living a great life helps inspire others to do the same. It doesn't take anything away from anyone else. If your dreams both excite and scare you, that's a good sign. Give yourself permission to go for it. Go after what you want with a happy heart. Spiritual guidance. You have every right to be proud of yourself. Did you hear that? I'm going to read that again. I'm going to let that sizzle in your spirit, okay? You have every right to be proud of yourself. You have courage. You have listened to your heart, even though sometimes that seems to be the harder choice to make. You may have days when you don't feel so heroic, but deep within, you know you have guts and you are strong. You know that a challenge is the way the universe shows you that you are capable of something more. An opportunity is before you now. Has your heart been urging you to take a stand or take action in some way? Would you feel proud of yourself if you honored that? Then do it. You are learning what it is to truly respect and take pride in yourself. That means feeling good about the sort of person you choose to be, how you choose to live your life, not lowering your standards to be the same as everyone else, but honoring your heart, becoming an inspiration to yourself. You don't need to try to impress anyone. You are an awesome human being, and you have everything within you to make yourself proud. It's time to step up. It's time to be your own hero. Man, this is so timely, especially since, the whole message of shine your light. Be true to what speaks to you. This is the message that I've been conveying since the beginning of this channel. It is so important for us to speak to or respond to what speaks to us. What resonates in your spirit? What speaks to your entity? What do you see will cause you to experience the greater levels of happiness in your life? Is it starting your own business? Is it starting a YouTube channel? Is it starting a clothing line? Is it writing that book that you always said you was gonna write? Is it doing art? Is it helping others? Is it going back to school? Is it getting that degree? Like, what is it? Ask yourself. And when you have the answer, do it. No longer allow yourself to be held back by your self-imposed restrictions, any outside limitations, anything that appears to be bigger and greater than you. Do not give your power away like that. This is your time. This is our time to shine our light. Everybody needs it. The world needs it. The world needs to see you shine your light. You have something great to contribute to the world. There's a universal change taking place. Don't miss out. What's taking place now is only going to happen once. It has never happened again. It has never happened before, and it will never happen again. So this is your time. The next card we have is Angel of Truth. Look at that. Angel of Truth. Alright, that's card number 42 for those that are into the numbers. In a reading, the truth wants to be told, needs to be heard. It may seem like the whole world wants to believe in a lie, and so you wonder if you are crazy, if you are the only one who is thinking differently and not yourself, the world, or others that will bring you relief. It will happen at the right time. It will set your soul free. Spiritual guidance. Sometimes the lies that we are repeatedly told become so familiar that we forget that they are lies and begin to believe that they are real. Maybe it's someone judging us that is the lie. Maybe it's advertising and the media, which are often more about deceptive manipulation than a source of correct information. Whatever the source, all untruth teaches us the same thing, that we must be afraid and hate each other. When we are fed so many false truths, it can become hard to remember what real truth feels like. It can even start to seem like the truth doesn't matter as much as being able to convince another person to accept your point of view. This is like poison for the soul. The soul needs truth like your body needs air. It keeps it alive. Deep in your soul, deep in your soul, you know what is true. That's some powerful truth right there. You see how the wind started picking up? Nature is responding to the truth, y'all. Nature is responding. So I'm gonna give it a moment and let it marinate. All right, there we go. Hope you all don't mind. You know, when we receive communications and messages from the unseen, there's always a sign to bear witness, to verify, so that we can be solidified in the acceptance of what it is that's being shared. And if you all could hear or notice, the wind picked up quite a bit with card number 42, Angel of Truth. The importance of us really understanding this is invaluable. The time that we're in, it is the time for the truth to be known at all costs, no exceptions. And the way that the media has been set up, we spoke about this a little bit, the media has been set up, what is being put out for us to intake, to digest mentally, with our eyes, with our brain, it is all falsehood, it is all lies, it is all confusion. It produces fear. It is a programming that is of the old, that will not survive in the new. So it's so valuable and it's so important and imperative that we pursue the new. We pursue the truth, the understanding, the clarity of why things are the way they are and what real change needs to take place. So I'm going to leave this part of the wind blowing that way in the video as a form of bearing witness to the divinity of the message, and willfully it resonates with everyone who views it as the truth and sees the importance of why we should focus on the overall message that we will be receiving and we are receiving. However, especially card number 42, Angel of Truth. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up where I left off in reading. This is like a poison for the soul. The soul needs truth like your body needs air. It keeps it alive. Deep in your soul, you know what is true, and you know when you or anyone else is not being truthful. You are sensitive enough to know that only truth feels good for you. You must give yourself permission to be truthful with your own soul and live honestly, authentically, and bravely in this world. It is the only way for you to really be you. The angel of truth comes to you with protection and encourages you to put your faith in truth, because it always shines stronger than any lie. Thank you, nature spirits, for bearing witness to the truth being shared with us today. I don't even know if there's any more that should be shared. I think that it's very clear and very plain. However, in the event that a little bit more is needed, I remember reading in some of the Messenger's literature, for those that don't know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the last messenger of Allah, he taught that in the last days that falsehood would seem like truth and truth would seem like falsehood. And if that is not the absolute truth that we are living at this time, I don't know what is. So it's so important for us to study, to research, to evaluate. Don't take things at face value. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask why. and respond to what speaks to us. We are all fractions of the Most High, all fractions of the Creator, and we all have something in us that is divinely placed there that we have a choice at this time to respond to, because free will still exists. Choose to respond to what speaks to you, and you'll never go wrong. It is a beautiful journey that we're all on in this physical reality, guiding us, leading us to our divine destiny so that we can experience a higher path and purpose. And everything we experience is a doorway, a gateway, a step closer to that reality. So when something is speaking to you, be sure that you respond to that, because you never know what tomorrow is being produced from a decision that you're making today. So angel of truth, do not accept deception, because the truth always shines light brighter than any lie. Right, the next card we have in the deck, or in these cards, and we have 2 more left after this one, is Earth Goddess, number 44. Look at her, y'all. Look at her. Earth Goddess, number 44. Right. And in the card, it says who you are on the bottom, and then it says love on the side. So let's see what card number 44 has for us. In a reading, to live the dream, we have to surrender the fantasy. This can be painful. It feels like the end, when in fact, it is the beginning. Oh my goodness. Once the pain passes, there is the joy of what we have yearned for coming to life. It may not be as perfect as the fantasy, but it will be real, and it can nourish us. We can build our appetite for life with dreams, but we cannot be fed by them. The soul requires real life experience to become fully alive, to have experiences and grow. There's a fantasy that wants to become reality for you. Don't let a few gritty moments or human imperfections prevent you from experiencing the joy of heaven on earth. Spiritual guidance. You have beautiful dreams and wonderful visions of what life could be. It is not enough to imagine them. You want to live them. This is exactly how you are meant to feel. For that to happen, you must practice feeling grounded, taking practical earthly steps, one at a time, to bring your dreams to life. The universe will send so much help your way, but you are the one who must take the steps. Spirit cannot do that for you. Even if you are not sure how your biggest, boldest dreams can come together, you can still ask yourself, what is it that I can do now? Sometimes it will be an obvious action that you can take, and sometimes you will need to pray and meditate and ask for the way forward to be shown. When you can do something, do it. When you cannot, rest and wait for your intuition to nudge you when the time is right to take action. Remember, you are an earth goddess. You have the power to manifest your visions, to bring your beautiful ideas to life in the world. This is what you are here to do. Remember to love yourself enough to recognize your creative power and use it joyfully each day. If that is not beautiful and so right on time, we have free will, you all. We all have free will, and we all have something beautiful inside of us that wants to come out. Like, we know that we great. We know that it's something outside of the box, outside of the norm that we are here to do, and we want to do it. However, our imagination has been so boxed in by the programming of this world. When we dream big, we feel like, how can I accomplish that? Like me do that? Like, as if we're not special enough, as if we're not strong enough, as if we're not dope enough, if we're not beautiful enough, if we're not smart enough. You are enough. If you're having any of those thoughts, you are enough. You came programmed, genetically coded to the planet with everything you need to be successful. All you need is the guidance and support and love. However, it's already there in the unseen. The spirit, the universe is already willing, already ready. All you have to do is take the step. So whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that's been resonating with your spirit, whatever it is that's been resonating with your entity, respond. Ask yourself, what can you do today? Even if you think it's too big for you to ever accomplish, you think your dreams are so far out there, ask yourself, what can I do today? What step can I take today to accomplish that goal? And by golly, you and me, you're going to be adding to the collective. You're going to be taking steps forward for this universal change to take place. This new that's being brought in. Don't you want to be a part of the new paradigm that's coming in? Let go of that old. Let go of that fear. Let go of that doubt. That's old programming that has no place in the new. Matter of fact, it's not even real anymore. The fear and the doubt. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. The fear and the doubt that you are experiencing, it's not even real. It's not even real. It is a residue of the old that you have not recognized is still there, for you to consciously let go, for you to consciously sever all connections and ties to it. It's like saying, you don't live here no more. Like, we're divorced. I don't accept you anymore. I don't want you. You don't have a place here. Chuck up the deuces, you know? Like, let it all go and accept and let in that happiness, that peace, that freedom that you long for, that you yearn for. Is right at your fingertips. It's available. Trust me. I done been through the fire. I done been through the storms. I know the beauty that's on the other side. It is there waiting for each and every one of us. All we got to do is take the steps and keep on moving. Don't allow a setback to take you back. Don't allow a mistake to be your downfall. Don't allow anything that comes across as anything less than success to be accepted, because every time you take a step forward, you're being successful. We don't get to determine what this journey looks like. Trust me, we do not get to determine what this journey looks like. However, what we do get to determine and be an active participant in is what accomplishments, what goals, what steps we take to get to the end result. So as long as you keep taking steps forward, as long as you keep moving, you got it in the bag. We already successful. We already gave our word. We already agreed. We're just living it out. We're living in the physical manifestation of it. And that's why our actions and our decisions today are so vitally important, because we already gave our word. This has already been done. Now it's being lived out in the physical. So it's very important. Whatever speaks to you, respond. I can't reiterate it enough. Shine your light. Be focused. Be fearless. Whatever it is, let it go. If people don't have to understand, because it's not their dream, it's not their vision. It's not for them to understand. The Creator, Allah, put it in you. The universe placed it in you because it was known you would respond. So don't let the universe down. Don't let Allah down. Don't let yourself down. You know, you're stronger than that. You're better than that. So let's get it. Let's get it. All right, the number 6 card is number 21, Stardom. Excuse me. The number 6 card is number 21, Starborn. You can already get a feel for what this card is going to be about, right? Because this reading has been on fire. Thank you, nature spirits, for bearing witness to the truth. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate the evidence. And this breeze actually feels beautiful, you all. I think it's like 90-something degrees where I am. And the breeze coming off the water feels magnificent. All right, number 21, Starborn. You have a strong spiritual connection with the universe. Trust your intuition and your inner feelings about things, especially when your inner feeling is at odds with the appearance of something. I'm going to read that again. Did you hear that? Do you see how divinely connected all of these cards are? Is the message resonating with you? Is it resonating? Because it's resonating with me. This is very timely. It is exactly what's needed. We need that nudge. We need that push, that encouragement, that reminder that we're going in the right direction, or we need to move. So whichever way it resonates with you, take it, accept it, absorb it. Trust your intuition and your inner feelings about things, especially when your inner feeling is at odds with the appearance of something. And there's an explanation point at the end of that sentence, y'all. Sometimes it is when it seems like the least is happening that the most important thing is actually taking place. You just cannot see it yet. Side note, because it's in the unseen, y'all. This is what we're talking about. The unseen is where the power is. Stop giving power to the physical reality, because it is changing. The new is being brought in. You cannot base your decisions upon this physical, because it is a falling system right now. Everything is crumbling. Whether you understand it or not, it is all falling apart. Build your house with bricks and not cars, because this wind blowing gonna blow all them cars down. All right? This wind is the new coming in. So accept it. The unseen is where the power is. So trust your intuition. Trust your God-given ability. Trust the gifts that have been placed in you, and respond accordingly, y'all. back to the reading. Sometimes it is when it seems like the least is happening, the most important thing is actually taking place. You just cannot see it. You have a special and deeply spiritual life purpose to fulfill. You cannot get there with logic and planning. Your spirit knows how to guide you, and the universe knows how to support you. Following your heart along with your spiritual path is going to lead you to your best, brightest, and most beautiful life success. Spiritual guidance. Spiritual guidance. There's stardust in your soul. The earth loves you, and you are meant to be here. But you may feel in your heart that you come from some other place. Human behavior may not always make sense to you. It may sometimes seem unnecessarily cruel or selfish. As you let yourself fall deeper in love with the earth, thank you, nature spirits, for bearing witness. Do you all feel that? Do you see that? Are you feeling the energy, the vibration of this? As you let yourself fall deeper in love with the earth, enjoying her creativity and beauty, you'll learn to hear her in your heart. You'll understand your purpose and why you chose to bring your starry-eyed soul to her as a human being, living the life you are meant to be living. You'll realize that there are certain ways that you can help others to open up to the wisdom that your heart already knows. We cannot always understand why things are the way they are, but we can always make a positive contribution towards healing change. Your life mission is to be happily you in the ways that feel most true, to fall in love with your life here on earth just as much as you feel love in your soul. I'm gonna read that again. Your life mission is to be happily you in the ways that feel most true, to fall in love with your life here on earth just as much as you feel love in your soul for the heavenly stars. You are meant to be here, shining as a beautiful, loving star on earth. Listen, do you all see the connection? Do you see the universal message being shared with us today? Shine your light, y'all. Shine your light. I know myself, I used to experience all the time. I still experience it now, but I'm a lot more balanced. I used to experience all the time looking up in the stars and feeling like I am not from here and I want to go home because there's so much pain, there's so much hurt, there's so many mean people in the world, and I didn't fit in. I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere. I felt like the odd man out everywhere I went. Although physically I look like I can go in and out of every circle, like people loved me. Some people didn't care for my bluntness. However, people respected me. But inside, my entity was like, something ain't right. Like, this is not how things are supposed to be. So I've already to the determination that my channel is not going to be for everybody. These messages that are being expressed are not for everybody. However, if you are listening to these messages, especially if you've been in this part, I think we're 30-something minutes by this point. If you've made it this far, this message is for you. This channel is for you. I am being utilized as a vessel to help prepare those that are ready for the new, that have no clear direction of what's happening or how to get prepared. They know something's happening, however they don't know what to do or how to get prepared. I'm here to help. If you feel like you don't belong, or you feel like you've never belonged, or you feel like you're from somewhere else, whether it be another planet, star system, galaxy, if you feel like, being here, this message is for you. Allow yourself to embrace the beauty of being here. Because of your life, my life, our life, we bring beauty to this existence. And we're going to assist in transforming all of the ugly into new. So all of the children that we bring in, all they're going to know is beauty. They're never going to know ugly. Because why? We have diligently and consistently done our part to assist in universal change and bringing in new and getting rid of the old paradigm. We put in the work, y'all. We let go of the old habits, the old thought patterns, the old routines. We saw through the lies. We pursued and accepted the truth. And it's time. It's time for you to be here. It's time for you to shine your light. So let's get it. This is the last card. The last card, y'all. Number 7. God's number. God's number. Let's see what the message is. This is also the card that I said earlier. It came out twice. And I didn't see it when I was walking back. So I'm very eager to see what message this is. And this is number 11, the Finch Spirit, Finch Spirit Guide. And it says, I love us in the picture. You see those birds? I love us in the picture. It's a good time to experiment with how to best care for your mind, body, and soul. It's not about being perfect. It's about finding what works best for you. You are in a phase of your life where giving back to yourself is important. Perhaps you have been sharing a lot of yourself with others, have come through a challenging time, or in the near future will be stepping up in a new way to share more creative energy and soul fire than ever before. All that you need to know now is that it is the right time to take extra special care of yourself. Spiritual guidance. Finch Spirit Guide comes to you with guidance to care for yourself in a particular way. Finches can become beautifully colored, but only when they eat foods that nourish them. They have the power of beauty within, but they need the correct nourishment to be able to transform that potential into expression. You may have beautiful divine potential to shine your light and beauty in the world, but you must feed your soul what it needs to be. Be respectful and loving to yourself as you choose what to take in to your being, be it physical nourishment or emotional energy, or even the kinds of books you read and entertainment you watch. For all has an impact on you. Do you feel better for this experience? Does it nourish your soul? The best growth enhancing food for your soul is that which increases love. Finch Spirit Guide also brings a prediction of a celebration of happiness ahead of you, and wants you to know that your connection to the spiritual world is real, to trust in the messages you feel from the universe as they make themselves known in your heart. Man, if that's not a beautiful way to end this. Everything connects. Everything connects. So we already spoke about the self-care, the doing what resonates with you. We spoke about taking the time, whether it's being at the water, if it's painting, whatever it is. So leaving on that message, it reiterates to me where I'm at on my journey. It verifies that I'm at the right place at the right time, because I'm responding to what speaks to me. However, I've been in this vibration of the necessity for self-love, to really evaluate my own habits. Am I drinking enough water? Am I giving myself enough nourishment? Am I keeping my word to myself? Am I taking my vitamins every day like I'm supposed to? Am I taking in comfort foods, or am I taking in foods that will nourish my body? Am I eating at the right times? Am I getting the proper amount of rest? It doesn't matter if you're not sleepy, girl. Turn the light off. Go to bed. It don't matter if you got something else to do, bruh. Turn the light off. Get in the bed. It'll be there tomorrow. So hopefully everything that was shared resonated with you. Hopefully it's as on time for you as it is for me, because I'm very appreciative of the messages and communications from the universe, from the creator, from the unseen. We thank the nature spirits once again. We thank Earth, for her healing and loving energy. And hopefully this resonates, right? If you would be so kind and so gracious to leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the reading today. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you never miss a video. Like the video, thumbs up. If you thumb up the video, it lets YouTube know that there are ones who think there's value in this content, and they'll spread it so that other people can see it as well. We need to be able to reach those that will resonate with the message. Some people call us star seeds, light workers, rainbow children, whatever it is that you identify with. I say we are all the righteous. We are all those that are here for a divine purpose to bring in the new. We are all genetically coded. We have a purpose, and we need to be able to connect, to know that we are not alone. It is so valuable to know that we're not alone. So hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, share, let your friends know. And I appreciate the time. I appreciate if you listen to this video from the beginning to the end. If you don't take anything away from this message, know that you are valuable, you are important, you are special, you are divinely connected. The messages that you receive, they are real. Explore them. Don't believe the lie. And above all else, make sure you love yourself. Take care of yourself and shine your light. Love and peace.